in agreement with the lie that this is what girls do. So we do this in secret. We don't tell anybody this happens, but we do it. I do tell people a lot that I lived, or that I led two separate lives. I really did. Because there was always that lead girl, somewhat look up to her, like she's, again, we're in that whole, like, that's the pedestal, that's what we need to do all the things that we need to do. I was so convinced that I was ugly. I just remember looking at myself in the mirror and like trying to imagine myself looking differently, like putting that mask on, finding that cover up, that persona. This is what makes you accepted in the world. Like, this is the standard that you need to have the freedoms in life. It took that to create a false sense of reality. They knew where to get me, and it was my self-confidence. I knew deep down that was like such a lie. They prey on that. That's what they find, and that's what they target. So we walk into this house, and they closed the door and locked it. And I immediately felt just this feeling, the gut feeling, like you're in danger. But I ignored it. I was like, whatever. And I sat. I remember him sitting down and like grabbing me and putting me in his lap. And I start looking around. The guys around this coffee table were big old men, like scary looking men. And the coffee table was covered in guns. I wanted solutions. I didn't want to keep doing what I was doing. You're on alert constantly, and you're overanalyzing everything and everybody. They're bad, and you start thinking everybody's against you. Just like a survival mode, I froze. It's just like, I can't give you an answer. Live in a superficial world where everything on the surface looks pretty, but a lot of the times when you start looking inside, there's a lot of brokenness and hurt and pain and trauma. I have a reason to live. I have a reason to show the world what I'm about, my genuine self, not the self that the world wants to tell me I am. Healing and growth is not comfortable. It does not particularly feel good, but it is necessary. It is so necessary to start peeling off the lies of the world that have been built up. Facing all the things that I carried with me head on, instead of, numbing it with all the worldly things. And for me personally, drugs, sex, alcohol, pornography. Those were like the four things that I knew would comfort me. We cannot begin to accept the love of others genuinely until we learn to love ourselves. There is no condemnation in love. There is none. Love is love. Love is the most powerful tool. Brick by brick, we start taking that wall down, and that's when we discover who we are. When I stripped all those things away and took them away, I was forced to start facing all of what I've endured. And until we can understand that for ourselves, can we get it from everything out here? It's not going to happen. The self that I know, my childlike joy, what that is what your purpose is. And until we connect to that, we can't really connect to anything.